right, we are live once again, back on my treadmill. I did get off for a little while. I'm starting a couple live streams here, bear with me. And I'm on the phone this time because I couldn't see the chat on the iPad and that was not cool. Oops. 1 second. Help if I could spell. No, that's not what I want. Hello. Hello, Logan. Han John. 2 lions. Welcome. I'm just getting everything set up here. That's what I wanted. Tags. What do we want for tags? Yes. Okay, and one more. How's everybody doing today? Who was with me earlier today? Oh. Let's do that. Yes. Hello, Service Submissive and Charlie and Kamal. Welcome. I'm about to start my second walk for today. I think that's good. Let's see. Content classification. No. Done. Required. Okay. I think that's good. We'll just leave it at that. I'm doing pretty good. That's an interesting username you have. I'm not going to repeat that. It's kind of gross. WHO. I think you know who I'm talking to. You couldn't pick something a little bit nicer than that. Gross. Oh, I don't know what that means. Oh, done. Okay, now we start. Okay. All right, let's fire up the treadmill. I think I got, oh, this says 1.24 miles. I think it was more than that. Whatever. Kamal wants to know if I'm going to work out. I'm just walking. Everybody seems to think that that's a workout. That is not a workout to me. I'm just walking. I was going to do a little yoga workout today. I haven't gotten around to it. I had a hard time getting up this morning. I was really tired. Resume. I thought it was just the daylight savings thing, but then as the day has gone on, I'm not really feeling any better, so I wonder if I might be getting a little sick or something. I don't know what's going on. It's kind of strange, but I'm just going to go to bed real early tonight. Try to anyways, so that I can get enough sleep. Can't be used. Wow. Duh. And I had a problem uploading my newest video. Well, it is uploaded, but I'm getting some issues with it, so I'm going to have to delete it and re-upload it. So if you see it go away, just know it'll be back. Okay, since we have a lot of new people coming to the chat right off the bat, I will remind you, if you are saying inappropriate comments or rude comments, you will be put in timeout like a little child. or banned from the channel. So think about what you say before you say it, please. Kamal, what will happen when I be a member of the channel? Well, then you get to see videos that other people can't see. Hold on, I have to type something in here really quick. We are renaming it tax season. Shoot, I forgot what the title was. I'm gonna have to think about what it was. I forgot already. Let's see. I can't even tell if I'm live on that one. You train an herb. I don't know what that means, but okay. Bro, I am not your dating advice consultant. So maybe one of the other gentlemen in the chat can help you. Hello to Ben. Han wants to know when we're getting married. I think you would have to, you know, date and propose marriage before that happens. Turth wants to know if I have an O to the F, and maybe I do. But I will say once again, if you are new, I do not post anything without clothing. So if you're hoping to see that, you will not. What else do we have here? Foot boy lurking in the background. And I can't see this one. If I turn it this way, that doesn't help anything. Well, that's annoying. You'll be able to see my chat, but I guess not. What am I doing? I am trying to upload a new video, and I'm on my walking pad per usual when I'm at my desk. I also have a bunch of papers I need to go through, so I'm going to be doing that. And I need to get my tax forms ready because I'm meeting with my accountant later this week. So multitasking. World USA says, so the time I looked, you were on the treadmill 5 hours ago. Yes, I was on the treadmill before breakfast, and then I had some things to do, including eating breakfast, and then I tried to lay down for a nap, which did not work. And now I'm here trying to get the rest of my 4 miles in while I, drip water on my leg. Okay, Turtle, you are being put in timeout because I don't appreciate your inappropriate comments. Oops, actually I just banned you. Let's see if I can, I actually need to do that. I don't know if I can unhide user, but we are going to, let me see. I don't know, if he comments again, then he'll be in timeout. Hello to Brian. Whereas Waldo says you're definitely in shape, that's for sure. Thank you for that. ED is wondering what the stream is about. I don't really have a topic, to be honest with you. I just came on while I'm walking and doing things, and we're just chatting. So I guess Q&A, chatting, whatever. If you have any questions for me, I am trying to re-upload a video that was not successful. And I'm going through some papers as well. That's not important. That's not important. This needs to be filed away. What am I doing? Oh, Venom is here. Welcome. How does one go about getting your services? If you would like to serve me as a submissive man, you can contact me on my platforms. I do require a tribute. Adam wants to know if I have any movie or book I like recently. You probably don't want to know about the book I'm reading, to be honest. We're not going to get into it. I'm currently watching for the second time, or third time maybe, I don't know. Handmaid's Tale. I do like that show. I do not appreciate unsolicited advice, especially fitness advice. I don't really need your opinion or your advice, so you can keep that to yourself. I am just walking on my treadmill. I am not trying to get fitness advice. Thank you very much. Okay. So, new video. I don't think the title was friendly, so trying to come up with, I had a new title and then it's out of my brain already. Tax season. I say something like time to confess. No, it was something else. I'm just gonna write it down. It was time for something. Oh, there's some session notes, more workout notes. What else is in here? Paul says, "Hi, Goddess Fiore. I liked and subscribed." Oh, I actually just found somebody was asking what kind of treadmill this is earlier. On Amazon, it was called a walking pad, but here is actually the manual. It has this little handlebar that folds down, which I have it folded down because I have a standing desk. But it's, it doesn't really list a brand. It's got a model number. Yeah, just has a model number. Weird. Not even a brand? That's strange. Very strange. No brand. Do I prefer fiction or nonfiction? Generally speaking, I think fiction is more enjoyable, but nonfiction can be good if you're trying to go to sleep. I do have like a world history book that I read when I'm having trouble sleeping. That puts me to sleep pretty well. So that goes in this pile. I'm really just making more of a mess. My intention was to clean. Oh, I never actually looked at this. Does anybody have a creamy machine? I just found this from when I bought mine. Oh, has some recipes on here I haven't tried. Vanilla ice cream with chocolate chips. What's the blue one? That looks kind of gross, but I'm curious to know what flavor it is. Let's find out what the blue one is. Ah, light blue raspberry ice cream. Can't say that would be at the top of my list, but I didn't realize there were so many recipes in here. I've just been using recipes off YouTube. Oh, thick chocolate milkshake. I'm going to save that because I might use it. Okay, more workout notes. Gosh, see, I just write workouts on like random pieces of paper and then they just build up everywhere. And then I put them in a notebook and I'll go back and do my workouts at another time. What is this? Trash. That's what that is. Workout notes go in that pile. We are organizing. Oh, this is another manual of sorts. So we'll put that with the treadmill manual. What else we got here? Oh, just look, boy. He's just sitting there looking. Then, lovely message, Venom. Arcane says, "What the heck? You're live?" Oh, you didn't have to delete that comment, Venom. There was nothing wrong with that. He was just excited that I was live. I have not been walking on the treadmill for 12 hours. I stopped last night. What was it, 9 something? And then I got up very late this morning. My intention was to be on the treadmill at 8. I tried to wake up several times and I was just completely exhausted. I don't know why. I almost feel like I'm getting sick. I hope that's not the case. I'm going to go to bed very early tonight. Christopher, that is an extremely random question, not related to anything that we are talking about or this channel. Borowski says, hello ma'am, I hope you are doing very fine. I am proud to be a subscriber slave. Welcome. Arcane says, he is also walking on the treadmill right now at the gym. What is your speed, sir? Christopher, if you keep asking about life insurance policies, we're going to put you in a timeout because that's a very weird and random comment, not related to anything and not interesting. Martin says, oh, I caught your live stream earlier the day today, but that's an entirely different day for you because of the time zone. Yes, probably. Remind me where you are. I remember your name, but I don't remember your location. Hello to Gentilo. Arcane is at 2.5. I'm at 2 miles an hour. I did not ask you how many inches you are, but thanks for the info. Oh yes, Martin's in the Netherlands. That's right, I remember now. We were talking about the weather in the Netherlands. It sounds a little wet. That's what she said. Couldn't resist. Oh, Gentilo is from Italy. Where in Italy are you from? Oh, this is from my air fryer. Maybe there's some good recipes in here too. Nope, just the manual. Okay, that goes in the manual pile. Does anybody else keep your manuals? What are you supposed to do with manuals? I keep them because I feel like I should, but then I never actually use them and they just sit in my file cabinet uselessly. I don't know what to do with them. I'm just putting them in a pile for right now. At least the rest of the Ninja one I can use. Naveen, welcome. This is a health statement that can go in this pile of crap. You guys are so nice to help me organize all my files. How kind of you. Oh yeah, this is my workout notes and yoga notes. And discounts on dental implants because I will be needing those probably at some point because I have a weird genetic thing where I have 4 baby teeth. Yes, I know. And implants are expensive. In case you didn't know, they're like $5 grand a piece. So I gotta save up about 20 grand, get some implants. Not cool. Not cool at all. Ah! Okay. This is relatively organized. Let me put this on the floor and the manuals can go there. Nero is back. Nero, you've been hopping in the live stream a lot lately. I think you are maybe getting a little addicted. Just saying. Arcane's wondering if we should talk about politics. Probably not. This is not my political channel. Maybe I need a live stream on that channel so we can have some political debates. How about that? Because I got a lot to say, but I'm not trying to, you know, there's a place and time. Although it is getting more to the point where it's kind of hard not to say anything at this point. Nero says, I have to do better with brushing. Brushing what? Your hair? Your teeth? Oh, maybe your teeth since I was talking about implants. Adam says, dental pain is the worst. Good luck with that. Thoughts on veneers? They look like puppet teeth, in my opinion. Well, I am slightly offended by that because I do have 2 veneers on my front teeth. But for me, it was a necessity because I chipped one of my front teeth and the bonding kept coming off, so I got veneers on my 2 front teeth. The implants are because I have like a weird genetic thing where, like I said, I have 4 baby teeth. There's just no teeth underneath of them. I was told probably, I want to say it was like 15 or 20 years ago by a dentist who said they would be falling out within 2 years. Obviously, he was wrong because that was 15 or 20 years ago. And they're doing just fine. They're hanging in there. I can feel them. They're loose. It's a little bit of a weird feeling. But they don't hurt or anything. They're just, you can't even tell. I think they're like my first molar. So you can't tell if you look at my teeth, but it's just a weird genetic thing. I have a couple. No surprise. Are you surprised? No, you're not. I'm special in many ways. Nero says, you don't like the person I don't like, so I like you. Okay, fair enough. Auto insurance. To that pile. What is this? I'm still trying to figure out what the frick I was going to call this video, because I don't think YT liked the title that I had, which was very long. So now it's going to be something like tax season. I was going to say time to confess. That's not quite what I want though. Tax season. It's going to hurt. No, I don't like that. I don't know. I'll have to think about when I'm not walking on a treadmill and talking to you guys at the same time. Oh, Mark is from Wisconsin. I've been to Wisconsin many times. Gentilo says, I'm the best. Thank you for that. Borowski says, normally a real goddess like Fiore speaks when and what she wants. I do know who you're talking about, Nero. I do indeed know who you're talking about, for sure. And I concur with you. More medical stuff there. What is this? Oh, that's more medical stuff. This is car crap. And what the heck is this? No, I do not want to be credentialed with your healthcare company. I'm good. Oh yeah, more car stuff. Sadistica Michael says, my adult teeth all came in forward of my baby teeth. So, I had to have all my baby teeth extracted. Yikes. Then it turns out that my mouth was too small for a full set of adult teeth. Wow. That sounds complicated and very expensive. Nero is still going on. He says, he is a moron, and you know who I'm talking about. I do know. Matthew had a very stressful day. Sorry to hear that. Maybe you should hop on a treadmill and walk it out. Walk it out. Walk it out. Hanjan, what are you talking about? By the Constitution, 1040 Bills of Rights, there is no such thing of paying income tax. What are you talking about? Matthew wants to know how I am today. I'm doing okay. I feel a little weird. I think it's the time change, but I also feel like maybe I have a little bit of a bug, like a virus or something. I've just felt incredibly tired all day. I don't know what that's about. I try to take a nap. I'm not very good at taking naps. I did try. It was unsuccessful. Nero says, my father is also dumb. Sorry to hear that. Hanjan is a sovereign citizen. Okay. Interesting. Okay. I'm still trying to remember my video title that I had in my head. I typed it in, and then my computer didn't like it because it had a colon in it, so it automatically deleted it, and now I can't remember what it was. Hello, Mark. Welcome. This is really bugging me that I can't remember the name of the title of this video. At least I got the thumbnail down. Who was here when I showed you guys the thumbnail earlier? The thumbnail turned out really good. The title is pissing me off, to be honest. Alright, this can go in the recycle. This is also... See, sometimes I also write workouts on random envelopes. Yeah, I'll save that one. Into the workout binder it goes. I'm also going to hang on to this. Is anybody as bad about writing? Oh, and if you are wondering, wait, hold on, let me read some of what you're writing here. Arcane is also very tired with the time change. And you're a night shift worker, that's even worse. Hanjan, I don't know why you're talking about the Constitution and a paying income tax. What are you talking about? Are you talking about the little shorts that I posted recently? I'm really confused as to what you're talking about. Do I wear leather a lot? No. Why? He has a photographic memory. That's nice. I think that's what you're saying. I did already have tea today. That's not a bad idea. Maybe I'll make some ginger tea later. But yeah, I'm gonna have to take... Exile says the sun affects your natural melatonin production. Not surprising. That probably sounds about right. And it's weird that you mentioned that because I was just thinking I have a hard time going to sleep sometimes, especially if I'm trying to go to bed early. So I have these sleep gummies I like to take. I think they're like Ollie brand or something, but they have melatonin in them. I have lots of favorite teas. I like ginger tea. I had some, what was it? Honey, turmeric, something or other tea this morning is what I had this morning. I have to say just ginger is one of my favorites. I think I have some other favorites, but I do like turmeric in tea because that's a natural anti-inflammatory, of course. Also, in case you guys are wondering, I just found my clipboard that I use in my doctor roleplay. In case you're wondering what I'm writing down when I'm making my videos, this is this is what I'm writing down. I thought that was kind of funny. I'm literally just making scribbles. Okay. Oh, another warranty thing. Where's my warranty pile that I'll probably never use? Wait, I want to separate the Ninja Creamy recipe from the warranty or manual. Ginger sounds good. Yes, ginger is good for nausea and digestion, all kinds of stuff. More warranty manual crap. Oh, here's my adult entertainment ID from a couple years ago. And another random workout note to myself. What else do we have here? Another health statement. Okay, there we go. Put that in that pile. How long have I been a Dom? Just over a year, actually. Just had the year anniversary last month. So, still fairly new. And I feel like, compared to most financial dominatrixes, I do enjoy more femdom, female domination stuff, than most of them do. Here's some scripts or skits. that done. Put that all in there. And I was hoping to find a tax form that I was looking for, and it was not in there. So that's not good. I don't know where it is. I'm going to have to print it out. I'm still trying to remember the name of my freaking video. Autumn. Do you remember me from yesterday's live? Was it yesterday's or was it a couple days ago? I do remember you, but I don't think it was yesterday. I think it was a couple days ago. Do I date non-submissive guys? Yes. Yes, I do. Where am I from? Sir Wood. Interesting name. I'm originally from Illinois. I never know if you're asking where I'm currently living or where I'm originally from. Two different answers. Ah, okay. She says it was yesterday about Women's International Day. Yesterday was so crazy. That live stream, I don't know what the heck was going on. This is a normal live stream. I've got about 20 people in here. I don't know what was happening yesterday, but I had like randomly over like 200 or 300 people in the chat, and it was absolutely crazy. I was very not distraught, but distracted. It was hard for me to focus because there was a lot going on. Where do I live now? I'm in Florida. Nero is listing a few of the places I've lived. Is that what you're listing, or you're just listing random places, or you remember some of the places I've lived? Texas, Florida, California, and Illinois. That's not all the places I've lived. That's a few. Oh, Autumn says she remembers when the random man was looking at your house. Yeah, I still don't know what that was about. They like pulled up outside my house, and my living room is right, on my left side is outside so I can look out. And so they pulled up in front of my house, and they were like looking at the house, and then they pulled in the driveway, and they went around the side of my house where like my trash cans are. So the only thing I can think of is maybe they were like throwing something away, but I looked in the trash can, I didn't see anything. It was very weird. I have no idea what they were doing. It was two men in a Lexus. I have no idea who they were. So I don't know. Nira also remembers Georgia. Yes. He's guessing New York City. No, I never lived in New York City. Ben has been trying to convince me to move to New Jersey. It was the repo man. Actually, funny you mentioned that. Do I travel? I have high hopes to be traveling soon. I'll get to that in a second. Actually, I'll get to it now because I'll forget in a second. My short-term goal is to be making enough money to start traveling. And what was I going to say? The last few months, I've mentioned this before, I've been steadily increasing the amount of income coming from findom versus my career. So I'm currently down to 1 day a week working in my career. If I get to a point, not if, I think when, cancel. I think it'll be very soon. Then I will not need to have the even 1 day a week. And at that point, I can start traveling wherever I want because I can do findom wherever I want. So, hopefully very soon. Wahab, I do not like it when people beg for my attention. It is quite annoying. Wahab says, please, goddess, answer me. I am begging to go to the bathroom since yesterday. Please, goddess. And I'm wearing a bra. He wants to go pee. Are you the one that was asking you to go to the bathroom yesterday? And I said no, and I told you to let it run down your leg, and then you were laying in the puddle of pee. Is that you? It sure sounds like it. Did you clean up your bed? Or are you still laying in the pee? What is the amount of money you are wanting to get to quit the job? I think once I hit, I haven't really sat down and done the budgeting. Once I get to 15 grand per month, for sure, I can do that. But it has to be like a consecutive couple months. It can't be just like 1 month. Do you need to make more than what you did with your current job? Do you need to make more than what you did with your current job? To travel, yes, I do. And to be honest, I could make a lot of money at my job. I work part-time. I've been doing it for 20 years, and full confession, I am a little burnt out. I love working with my patients. I love what I do in my actual job, but the challenging part is always dealing with the families, the management, stuff like that. That's where it gets a little exhausting. I would say 15 grand before taxes. Wahab, you didn't answer my question, or did you? And I wasn't paying attention. No, he did answer my question. Yes. He is the one who peed his bed. Did you clean up your bed at least? Or did you sleep in your own urine? Tell me that. And do you really want to drink something? Because then you're going to have to pee again, and then you're going to just be laying in more pee. But maybe you kind of liked it. Just saying. Sir Wood would like to know how old I am. Don't look like you could have had a job for 20 years. I have had a career for 20 years. I graduated in 2006, actually. So, coming up on exactly 20 years, and I am 43. Bob likes to see my beautiful long hair, even if it is a little disheveled right now. Thank you for that. He likes the hair down. Yes. Nero says 180 grand per year. That is the amount I need for what? Fan wants to know what job am I? Are you asking what my career field is? I think that's what you're asking. Oh, I haven't really been paying attention. Holy, I'm at 2.5 miles already. Wow, time flies when I'm live streaming and chatting with you guys. And I still can't remember the name of this video. Tax season. Tax season. Oh, what is my job? I'm in healthcare. I'm not going to tell you specifically what I do. Maybe one day I will, but until I am definitely making enough money from findom to not have to worry about my career, I don't feel comfortable sharing it with you. Thank you, Sir Wood. He says, beautiful, you did not look your age. Thank you for that. Are you an all-around dom or just a financial one? I was kind of talking about this earlier while I got distracted. Doesn't take much. But I was saying that I'm primarily a financial dominatrix, but I feel like I do more female domination stuff than a lot of financial doms do. I've also seen a lot of findoms on the internet who just call themselves findom and they say that they don't do femdom, which I think is kind of strange because my understanding is that financial domination is part of female domination. There's a lot of kinks that you deal with in financial domination that are part of female domination, so I don't know how you can just say that you're a financial dominatrix without being a little bit of a female doing female domination, if that makes sense. So, but there are people who insist that they only do that. To me, like, feels like you're not really into the domination aspect and you're really just in it for money. Obviously with financial domination, it is about money, and you know, you do require money for people to speak to you and that type of thing. But I feel like if you're really against doing anything female domination related, that maybe it's not like, I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't say that. Hello, PGE. Nero says, well, you gave me a number. I want that with interest to relocate. Are you talking about for you to relocate? I'm very confused what you mean by that. Please explain yourself. Hello to Celine with the fancy typing. Ed says, thanks for being honest. That's all I know how to be. Wahab says, Goddess, you're beautiful. Thank you for that. Bob says, I think a French twist hairstyle for one of your themed videos, like a teacher office manager, would be lovely. Do you mean like a French braid? Is that what you mean? A French twist. I'm not sure if I know what that is. I do French braid my hair sometimes, but it takes a long time. I have a lot of hair, in case you couldn't tell. And this is not extensions. This is my hair. You pull it, it's not coming out. Well, I guess if you pull hard enough, it would. And that would hurt. Nero says, I wouldn't mind being a billionaire, though, but I believe in wealth redistribution. It's too bad more people don't. Can you imagine? We have a super chat from Sadistica Michaels. Since we are all talking about money, let's all pitch in a few bucks to help her get to that 15K. I like how you think. Yes. That's a lovely comment. And yes, super chats are definitely an option. So is tipping, if you would like to speak. Nero wants to live in Finland. Okay. Rich says, you remind me of a girl I went to school with. Her initials are KJ. Well, my initials are not KJ, so I am not her. Can't help you. Am I late, Jose? Yes, you are late. And whether you are late or not, you should be on your knees, right? Meow. Mahad, or Wahad, sorry, was laying in his own urine most of the day yesterday during the live stream, apparently. Sir Wood says, so do you spend time in person with the Dom stuff? I have not. I did say meow. I have not, but I would be open to it. My in-person experience more, and I should have a frequently asked questions section because I've answered this many times before, but I used to work in clubs, so I do have experience with people, I guess doing kink play, I guess you could say, in private rooms and stuff like that, with various kinks and fetishes. So that's my in-person experience. But since I've been a findom, no, I haven't had any in-person experiences. But that's one of the reasons I would like to start traveling, because I would like to. There was somebody in the live stream, I think it was yesterday, that lives probably about 1 to 2 hours from me. might be interested in the cash meet. I would be down for that. David wishes he was my treadmill. That's funny. Oh, that's interesting. Mira says in Finland you have to report what you have so everyone knows. And if you get a traffic ticket, you pay more based on how much you make. Oh, a lot of things should be like that in life, in my opinion. Hi, Lev. I'm well. How are you? Hello to Heather. Time for some water. 8 o'clock. Where are we at here? 2.56 miles. I might have reached the, hold on, I hope I won't. I might lose the live stream. I'm going to go check my, if it shows my steps. I want to see where I'm at. I think it'll stay on, but just in case I lose you, I will rejoin. Give me 1 second. I just want to pull up. Are you still there? We're at 8,414 steps. But oops. It is not the first time I've done that. I'm trying to look and see what the distance on the treadmill says. There's the time. Where's the distance? Oh, 1.45 miles. Oh, this is still going from earlier, so I don't really compare. That was, okay, so this has like a handrail that folds down. You can remove it, but I'm too lazy to remove it. I really should. And if I go too far back on the treadmill, then my foot hits the back of it. So, oops. It's not the first time I've done it. Sometimes I try to like adjust the ceiling fan. I'm a little clumsy, so that doesn't help. My steps and heartbeat, I'm at 73 beats per minute. This is still going from earlier. I paused it and then I restarted it when I started this, so the time and the mileage isn't accurate because I was going earlier and paused it because I wanted the total on here. But it says 2.6 miles total. I don't think that's accurate because I think when I put my hand down on the desk, I think it stops counting the steps. Yeah, it totally does. So there's a lot that aren't counted. You guys are all so glad I didn't fall off the treadmill. Although, it kind of would have been entertaining, I'm sure. I just spilled that all over the desk. Oops. Yeah, and when I reach 4 miles, I might just go for 3 miles. It says I'm at 8,414, so I'm probably close. My goal is 10,000. I do want to do some stretching. I brought my yoga mat in here. So, Brian, hello, Goddess Fiore. I am a new admirer. You stand out from all other femdoms, beautiful and well educated. That's a lovely compliment. Thank you for that. I appreciate that. Yeah, I was just talking a little bit earlier about the difference between financial domination and female domination. And I was mentioning that I feel like there are, ooh, something on my tongue. I don't know where it went. It's gone now. Maybe I ate it. Anyways, what was I saying? Oh, yes. Female domination versus financial domination. And I also feel like some financial dominatrixes kind of look down on people that do female domination. I could be wrong about that, but just some comments that I've seen, which is unfortunate. no one is better than anyone else, in my opinion. And yeah, I do enjoy some of the female domination stuff. However, there is random notification. It is notable to mention that a lot of people get upset and or confused about lifestyle dominatrixes versus professional dominatrixes. I would say this is my view on it. Maybe other people feel differently, but in my opinion, a professional dominatrix, pro dom, is going to be someone who accepts money for engaging with subs. So whether you're scheduling a session in a dungeon or in person, a lifestyle dom is someone who truly just does it because they enjoy doing it. They don't require payment. They might have live-in subs, but they don't require any kind of payment from their subs. I don't know, maybe they even do some financial domination, but it's not like you're paying for a session. And I find that there's a lot of subs, especially non-fin subs, non-financial subs, so like men with submissive kinks and that type of thing, who get upset at pro doms for charging for sessions and stuff like that. And I think it's a little silly because, you know, if you're looking for a lifestyle dom, then that's what you should look for. If you come across somebody like me on the internet and you're expecting or wanting a lifestyle dom, that's not what I do. So you can't get mad at somebody if that's just not how they are, in my opinion. Hello to Navo. Sir Wood says, what lifestyle? That's wild. Yeah, there are websites you can go on. If you are strictly into the lifestyle and meet people at, they call them munches. I've never been to one, but that's what they're called. And I've talked about this in some of the interviews I've done too. If you go back and watch some of the interviews I've done with some of the submissive men, they will tell you that it's actually very hard to find a lifestyle dom. I don't think it's that common. And it sounds to me, and again, this is mostly speculation, what people have told me, so don't hold me to it. But it sounds to me like there's a much higher ratio of submissive men who are looking for lifestyle doms than there are lifestyle doms. So, you know, then a lot of submissive men will end up going to a pro dom, who again requires payment. So, if anything I said is incorrect, please let me know, but that's my understanding. And obviously there's a lot of confusion with financial domination on the internet. I do feel like frequently there are lots of women who get into this just because they think it's easy money and they think that they can just pop up some profiles and tell men to send the money without really putting any work into understanding it or understanding kink and that kind of thing. And I think that's kind of unfortunate because I do think if you get into this, you should be like me and spend lots of time educating yourself and researching it so you know what you're getting into and what people are looking for, what different kinks are, that type of thing. So that's my thoughts. Sirwood says, money for exchange of services. Why is that funny? And you have to remember that that's not what financial domination is. I've talked about this in my videos, so if you're confused, you can always go back and watch the videos. But financial domination in particular, money is the source, is the power exchange. That is the power dynamic. That's how we control our subs. So it's not, in financial domination, it's not specifically money in exchange for services. It's not transactional. So hopefully you understand that. I mean, it's not really like that, Sirwood. He's saying instead of free lifestyle dom. I mean, it's not really about free versus not free, but that's how you want to categorize it in your head. Whatever works. You never spoke. Oh, I was about to say. Are you calling me a dog? Rude. That's funny. What the heck was the name of the video? Oh, I'm so mad I lost it. Tax season. You're in trouble? Tax season. It's embarrassing. Tax season gone wrong. Help me come up with a new video title. The other one was too long. Oh. Nero, very weird question. What do you consider money? Why does money have value? Come on now, that's a silly question. Sirwood is over here calling me a dog, and then he thinks I'm calling him a dog. Silly. You called me a dog, but you meant Dom. And Wahab is claiming the title of dog. Wahab, did you clean your bed, or is it still full of urine? My knees are starting to hurt. 3 miles. I think that's good enough. Shall we stretch and foam roll? Yes, let's do it. Okay, let me turn this off. And let me, I guess that's okay. Okay, pause. Speaking of pee, I do kind of have to pee. Unlike you, I'm not going to let it run down my leg because that's just kind of gross. All right, 2.94 miles. That's just good enough. And I am right-handed, and I usually wear my watch on my right hand. It feels very weird to wear it on the left hand, but I'm usually doing something with my left hand. So that's why it's on this one. Okay, we're going to turn this off. And then we're going to unplug this and extend. Extend. Are you dizzy yet? All right. I do need... Oh, of course, I removed all my hair ties from this room, didn't I? That's what I get for cleaning. I want one. I want a hair tie. All right, you can come with me and get a hair clip. And take you on a little trip. Here we go. Ah, that one's too little. That's what she said. Oh, look who's in bed already. What are you laying on there? My fresh pillowcase? You're scuzzing it up already? No surprise. Okay. Moving back in here. Did you enjoy our little trip through the house, little house tour? I do not have any children. Sirwood liked my doggy. Thank you for that. All right, we're just tying this up for a sec. I'm gonna stretch. Oh, I hope I can sleep early tonight. I was very wired last night. It's hard for me to go to bed early, especially with this stupid time change. Goodbye, sir. Venom's nicer than I am. I'll just remove you if I see that crap. Sir Wood says it's almost bedtime for him. What time is it by you? Oh, something just cracked. I'm going to foam roll the hamstring. It's a little sore today. Oh, it's almost midnight by you. That is late. This might be a stupid question, but do you guys have daylight savings in England also? It was so nice when I lived in Arizona and we didn't have daylight savings. So stupid. Shouldn't have it anywhere. I hate it so much. Ew. He says he wakes up at 4 a.m. That's terrible. Ew. I am just doing some stretching before I get on the floor and stretch. I need to move a little bit today. Oh, my forearms are tight. What's that about? Ah, yes, Nero missed Arizona. Yes, you missed that on your list of places I've lived. Does anybody want to answer Levi's question? What is the key on my necklace for? Have I been to Kentucky before? I've driven through it, but I have not been there for any length of time. Does anybody want to answer him what the key on my necklace is for? Heather, interesting question. Do I swim? And actually, yes, I do. I swim once a week. I am rather addicted to swimming. I feel weird if I don't swim every week. Oh my goodness, nobody here knows what my key necklace is for, really? It is a symbol of all the men I have locked for me. It is not the key to your heart. Or a jewelry box. No. It's to, I have to say it in a YT friendly way, a pencil cage. Does that make sense for you? Yes, exactly. Wahab gets it. Oh, gosh, my forearms are really tight. What did I do yesterday? I did a bunch of pull-ups and handstands. That shouldn't make my forearms tight like this. Weird. Oh. Heather, do you swim? What's wild? Oh, God. Pardon me while I stretch. Heather, you say you're 12-step addict? Does that mean you're a 12-step swim addict? I'm so confused. What do you mean by that? Wahab is asking if he can move to clean up his urine. No, you have to wait until the stream is over. You know that. While I am here, you are on your knees, giving me your full attention. Oh, should have done this much earlier today. But you know what? My body's warmed up after walking. I guess I can take my shoes off now. We're going to go low. Shoes are off. Now we're going to do a little cat-cow action. Oh, if I can make it down to the ground. Sirwood says, I might be into something Stom, but I don't think I would like the key thing. It's not for everybody, but some men, it is their dream to be locked forever. Can you imagine that? Drew says I can do what she's doing. Hold my beer. Hello to David. Wahab does not respond to anybody's direction but mine. Just so you know, he's my dog. All right, we're gonna try to move the back. Oh, God. And if you are on your knees, now you're gonna do some cat-cows with me. Right now. Oh. Levi says, I haven't had sex for over 3 years. I don't intend on having it ever again. Did you have a bad experience? My goodness. What happened there? What happened that you never want to have sex ever again? That sounds very serious. Bad experience? David is also on his knees? Good. Then, you should do some cat-cows with me. X Charlie is asking, Ms. Free the Feets. You know what? I'm not doing it because you told me to, but I do like to work out barefoot. So we are going to take the socks off. Oh, I got to stretch the back a little bit more though. Yeah. Oh, oops. Didn't mean to throw that at you, but that was kind of funny. All right, I got a couple more of these. For those of you who don't know, I have a torn disc in my back for probably like 14 years now. And when I don't move it, it frickin' hurts. Or when I lift too much weight. So I stretch it a lot. And if you've never tried to do this, it's a lot harder than it looks. I dare you to do it. I dare you to try it. I'll do a couple more this way. All right, and then we'll do the hips. I'm getting hungry. I have some homemade chicken soup I'm gonna eat. It's chicken with some potato and carrots. And then after it's hot, I put in some avocado and cilantro and some lime. It's very good. It's very fresh tasting. That's what's for dinner. And then I have a creamy for dessert. David is thrilled by my socks. Here they are. Probably a little smelly after that walk too, just saying. Nero says, torn disc is not good. Right shoulder cuff hurts when I use it. You are referring to your rotator cuff. Let's have a little quiz, shall we? Do you know how many muscles make up the rotator cuff? Does anybody know? You want a little anatomy lesson? Oh, that feels so good. Loosen it up a little bit. Okay, that's good enough. Rotisserie chicken, no, it was just like a raw chicken breast, and I boiled it for 15 minutes, I think, and then that made like a broth. And then I cooked the carrots and the potato in the broth. Here comes the foam roller. Let's turn the button. Levi is guessing 22. Wrong. Oh, look who came out to join us. What, you want to stretch too? Is it time to stretch? Now, I don't know if he might be getting like a little doggy Alzheimer's or something, because the last few months, I feed him dinner at 5 o'clock every day, and then around this time, he expects to get fed again. And I mean, I've had him for almost 13 years. I don't know why he thinks all of a sudden that he should get 2 dinners, but he does. And he'll just harass me because he wants more food. Like I said, I don't know if he's getting like a little bit of doggy dementia or what. Let me see if anybody answered. The shoulder machine at the gym, it hurt my shoulder, it hurt my rotator cuff. Well, you got to be careful with rotator cuff injuries because they are very tricky to heal, and because it's a lot of ligaments and tendons, which take a very long time to heal, they don't get much blood flow. So I would suggest that you respect your pain when it comes to rotator cuffs. Oh, my hammies are real tight. That's what I was really looking to do right now, is to foam roll the hamstrings a little bit. I think I tore this hamstring probably about 5 or 6 years ago. I was doing a move on the pole called a Russian split. I don't think I've done it since then, but it's very strenuous on the hamstring, and I think I tore this hamstring a little bit, so sometimes it gets a little tight and painful, so we got to roll it out, especially the top. What did David say? Cute puppy, yes. Oh, Larry got it right. He's correct. There are 4 muscles in the rotator cuff. And it's rotator cuff, C-U-F-F, not P. It pisses me off when people say rotator cup. Give me a break. Anyways, would you like to know some good rotator cuff stretches and exercises, since we're talking about it and you've got me all nerding out? I'll show you some. I'm going to be really nice and show you some rotator cuff stretches if you do have an injury. Like I said, you should always respect pain. Hold on. After I'm done. See? He's trying to get his second dinner. The vet said he's obese. I don't think he's, morbidly obese, but he's definitely got a little chunk on him. It always used to be hard for me to get him to eat enough food, and now he's just hungry all the time. I do make his food from scratch, so maybe that's part of the problem. It's just so good, he wants more. Sir Wood says, I seem like the coolest chick ever. Why, thank you. That's a little extreme, but I'll take it. Let's go have a chat with Mo. Where are you? Look. Let's talk. You already had dinner, okay? You already ate. I don't know if maybe you forgot, but I fed you already. Look, you're getting chunky. You got all this chunk right here, okay? And your old man joints can't handle all the running that I tell you to do, and you don't want to walk more. So we have to cut back on the food a little bit. He's not buying it. He says no. Okay, you want to see some rotator cuff stretches? There's a bug on the ceiling. Let me make you tall again. Let me show you. Okay. So, best rotator cuff stretches. Who was it? Nero? Were you the one complaining about your rotator cuff? Nero, I knew you cheated. You can't lie to me. I already knew that you cheated. You can't fool me. Okay, so one rotator cuff stretch is a wall climb. So you start here like this, and you climb it up on the wall as high as you can where it doesn't hurt, and then you just hold it, and then you can kind of lean into it, and you just hold it and you breathe, and then you can also face the wall and do the same thing. Climb it up and then lean into it. I usually tell people about 3 to 5 breaths. Those are very good rotator cuff stretches. Yeah, those are really the best ones. I mean, you can do it on the ground too, but I like using the wall. And then I have really good rotator cuff exercises. The thing is, you can actually do a lot to prevent rotator cuff injuries, but most people aren't really into prevention because they don't think they're ever going to get injured, so they don't see the importance of it. But rotator cuff injuries are very common, and really everybody should do rotator cuff exercises so they don't end up with a torn rotator cuff. Not easy to heal from. And if it gets bad enough, then you need surgery, and a lot of times those surgeries don't go so well. Just saying. Oh. Yeah, Nero's the one with the rotator cuff issue. Wahab wants a dare. He wants a dare. Is that a sneaky way of asking for a task? Because I think it is. I'm going to move on to my back real quick. Does anybody in the chat foam roll? Because you should. Excuse me. Oh, it feels so good. Everybody should foam roll. I'm doing my lower back. I'm going to get the other side. My favorite part. Actually, I like my butt too. Like, doing the glutes is really fun. But the upper back, oh, you can get some good cracks going there. So good. Oh. Let's see if I can do a little pop. No, no cracks today. Oh. I also have a spiky foam roller. This is the easiest one. I don't pull the spiky one out very often. I don't foam roll as much as I should. Oh, did you hear that? That felt really good. That was a good crack. Sivak, not sure how to say that, says, love the necklace goddess. Who's the lucky guy? Oh, there's several. There's several. I have actually one sub right now who, I can't remember when he served me. Oh, I think it was back in December he stopped serving me. He did a contract for a month, and he was a very good boy. He completed the contract. And he also communicated well that he had a change in employment and he could no longer serve me. And then he came back to me a few days ago, and he's got a temporary job, so he doesn't have as much money as he used to. But so we're doing a lower weekly tribute than we were doing before. But he wanted to be back under my control, so he is. And I don't have him quite locked yet, but I don't know if I can use that word on here. I am controlling him in other ways, I guess you could say. And he is also currently being punished for having a lapse in serving me. Because he also mentioned that he should have come to me when he got the new job, and he didn't come back right away. So, obviously that warrants a little punishment. So he is being punished accordingly. But yes, it's good to have him back. He's a good slave. The good ones always come back. Alright, we're into the upper back here again real quick. Wahab wants to be punished. No surprise. I already knew that. You have to be serving me to get either a task or punishment. You know I don't just give those out for free. Give me a break. Shut up, Mao. Mo is about to get punished. Put him in his crate. Or squirt him with the water bottle. Nero says, I tried the foam roller before and then the big beach ball. Are you talking about like that kind of ball? The ab ball? The red ball? It's not a beach ball, you weirdo. Hmm. Oh yeah, Nero, you're talking about the exercise where you push. Yeah, I would not do like an overhead press. That's probably one of the worst things you could do for your shoulder right now. I would not do that. Oops. I would stay away from that machine. That is probably the worst thing you could do. Do those stretches I told you to. Stay off that machine for like 2 months, at least a month. Do the stretch. Do you need to go outside? Go outside. If you need to go outside, then go outside. You're not getting more food right now, buddy. You're just not. I already gave you dinner. Don't act like you're starving. I don't starve you. Okay, your fur is all messed up. Ugh. Ugh. Ooh. That breath. Oh, he's back. What, you looking at them? He's watching you guys. He likes to be involved. If I, oh, rude. Excuse you, sir. Ugh. Do you mind? How rude. You're out of control, Mo. Do you see what I have to put up with? Ah! Nero says at Planet Fitness the whole alarm goes off when men grunt. It's dumb. The lunk alarm, I believe it's called. Yeah, that's what it's called. Alright, I'm feeling nice and rolled out like a piece of dough, I guess. So I'm gonna go shower and eat my chicken soup. Wahab says, can I go outside please or got us some juice? We're about to end the stream, so you can go outside after we're done. So, what is today? Monday? Okay. Hopefully I'm able to go to bed early tonight and get enough sleep. And hopefully I will be live. Do I want to do the fitness channel tomorrow? No, I'll just do this channel tomorrow. Tomorrow morning I'll be live during my day trading. And hopefully I will be feeling better and have adjusted to the time change because it sucks. Hello to Willie. Not sure how to say that. Anyways, thank you guys for joining me. Remember that you should be leaving super chats, or you can leave super chats, I should say. And tomorrow, hopefully around 8:30 a.m. is the goal. We'll see what happens. If I'm feeling really tired, I might sleep in tomorrow. Make sure I don't get sick here. All right. You guys have a good night.